Hello everybody and happy Monday. It is time again for another episode of Mark's Monday Minutes in Portland Real Estate. It is the week of April 10th. Happy Easter to all of you who celebrated yesterday, whether you were in church or you were chasing the kids around, chasing all those Easter eggs. I will say at Portland Cars and Coffee, we are known for the metric of being able to park 400 cars in 40 minutes. However, we found a new measurement, if you will. We went through 250 Easter eggs in less than 3 minutes. Those kids were like velociraptors. They just took off, scoured the field, and found every Easter egg we put out there. It was a wonderful day. Thankfully, the sun cooperated, the weather cooperated on Saturday when they did that, because yesterday on Sunday it was a bit damp, as you all recall. All right, let's get started with this week. The 3 takeaways this week. First of all, happy Easter. Second of all, there are more homes on the way, although not many, but they're just starting to tick up, which is great. Third, I have an idea there may be some opportunities for you to get a vacation home. Why? I'll tell you why. Okay, the week of April 10th, the number of active listings, 2,602, slightly up from 2524 last week, so about 76, 78 more homes than the week before. We're just trying to get back up above that 2,600 level. We've been sitting down there around 2,500. Remember, we started January 1st just at 3,000, so we're still trying to get back to where we were 3.5 months ago. The new listings this week, 481. The number of pending homes, 451. This is good. This shows the buyers are snapping up homes as soon as they're coming on the market, and they're staying pending. They're not just dropping back into the active category because a buyer got cold feet or they found something wrong about it. These are homes that are sticking. That's good. The number of sold homes in the last week, 282. But again, those homes were put in escrow at the end of February, beginning of March. That's perfectly normal. Our activity was lower then. The number of homes with a price adjustment in the last 45 days, 457. This continues to drop. We're just sitting right there at the 17%. Nationwide, we're over 30%. So Portland's ahead of the curve on that. The number of coming soon listings continues to creep up. This is good. It's a good indicator that homes are on the way. 51 homes will be coming available in the next 21 days. I've got two. One coming in West Lynn on Thursday, and another one coming soon thereafter. I'll let you know. Okay, the number of sold homes in the last 30 days, 1,413. This metric, the number of sold over the number of active listings available right now, gives us a supply of 1.84 months, or just about 7 weeks of inventory. Remember, folks, a normal market is characterized by 4 to 6 months worth of inventory. We have been down below 2% almost consistently for 3 years. It's just silly, crazy. We know for scarcity, it just continues to stay down that low. Now, let's get into the garage listings, the homes with a 4-car garage that we talk about. The number of active homes, the number of active listings with a 4-car garage or larger, there are 94, 29 of which are under $1 million, those affordable 4-car garage homes. The number of new homes this week jumped up to 15, 17 of which of them were under $1 million. Compare this to last week where we had only 7 new listings with a 4-car garage, only 3 of which were under $1 million. So we effectively more than doubled that, just over doubled that number in the last week. Again, I suspect last week numbers as a result of Easter. Now, the number of pending homes this week, 7 homes with a 4-car garage, 1 of which was under $1 million. The other 6 were over $1 million. Okay. Luxury market for beautiful homes are still being purchased. If you got a home well over $1 million, talk to me. We can get it sold for you. The number of sold homes in the last week, 4, 2 of which were under $1 million. And the number of sold homes with a 4-car garage in the last month, 16, 9 of which were under $1 million. So heavily weighted towards the solds in the direction of the affordable garage homes. But this week, the multi-million-dollar garage homes, they're leading the pack. Okay, we'll get back to those takeaways. Again, first of all, happy Easter. I told you about the egg hunt we had at Portland Cars and Coffee. Wow, I'll tell you, those kids sure must have enjoyed the eggs because they went home with candy, Hot Wheels cars, some other treats. Sorry, parents. I guess that's just what you get. Second of all, more homes are on the way. As I mentioned, the coming soon listings jumped from 36 to 51 in just 2 weeks. This is the highest count of the number of upcoming listings that we've had since January 1st. Are we finally seeing sellers put homes on the market? Perhaps. I think maybe we're just waiting for sunshine. The buyers came out of the gate much faster than the sellers, clearly. Starting back the second week of January, sellers have just been patient, taking their time. But now they're seeing that the market is still strong. We are still strong. Why is this? It's based entirely on scarcity. There are more buyers than sellers right now. The buyers clearly outnumber the sellers, so that will continue to drive demand. Once again, all those naysayers who say, oh, the market's going to crash and everything's going to fall apart. We just don't have the numbers that support that, and there is no data-driven reason or source of new listings that would just suddenly flood the market, just like we had back in 2007, 2008, when the banks cut off loan approvals and suddenly people couldn't sell homes and there were no eligible buyers. That was the opposite end of the spectrum. Now, interesting, there may be some opportunities here. If you've been thinking about a vacation home, in the last week, you may have heard that the Tillamook County is considering a county-wide ban on short-term rentals. What does this mean? This means all those people who bought homes during COVID to use as Airbnbs or VRBOs, now they can't do that. They have to turn them into rental property. Now, the reason they did that is because those properties were cash positive. They made a lot of money. But if they can no longer do that, then those property owners may not be able to afford to keep those properties, and they may put them back on the market. We saw a tremendous increase in the value of beach properties in the last 4 years. Maybe now there's an opportunity to get back in if suddenly there is a surplus of vacation beach properties. Maybe you can go buy your vacation dream home, not necessarily at a discount, but maybe just at the same price that it was last year. Give it a thought. I'm always the one to reach out to ask about that because I can get you the data, I can get you the answers, and I can get your home sold or help you buy one on your terms and your schedule. Reach out to me, Mark Scholes, 503-703-0618, right there on the phone number. Portland Homes for Cars. I can help you buy or sell. That's what I do every week. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week.